Hi, welcome to Dan's Office Tech and I'm Dan. Today, I'm going to give you a beginner's introduction to Microsoft's widely popular spreadsheet program, Microsoft Excel. You'll learn about the Excel home screen, where things are organized, and get started on simple lists and tables to get Excel working for you. Stay till the end where I'll show you how to use dynamic tables, where Excel manages your cell referencing for formulas and the formatting of your tables. You'll never have to keep adjusting cell references for your formulas to work or muck around the formatting of your table when you add new rows or columns. I've structured this video so that folks who already use Excel will still learn a thing or two on how to smartly and efficiently use Microsoft Excel. I'll cover a number of shortcut keys to help you work faster, use your mouse less, and even impress your boss and colleagues with quick and powerful keystrokes. The goal is to give you a good foundation to learn more advanced features I'll be showing you in future videos. So let's get started. If you don't already have Microsoft Excel, I've already done a video on how you can quickly and legally get Microsoft Excel for free with no subscriptions and no time limits and no limitations on the use of the program. I'll leave the link to that video in the description below. You can watch that video when you're ready to install Microsoft Excel. It's not clickbait, so be sure to check that video out after watching this. Once you start Microsoft Excel, the home page is where you'll land. You can open a new blank document or use a number of pre-made templates. Below, Microsoft Excel remembers the most recently saved documents. You can also favorite one or more frequently used files. Favorited files will appear under Favorites. For now, let's click on a new blank document. A Microsoft Excel document, when you open it in Excel, is called a workbook. Each workbook can contain many worksheets. What you're seeing now is just a single worksheet. You can add more worksheets by clicking the plus icon like so. You can assign useful names to your worksheets. To do so, double-click the name of the sheet and Excel will let you name the worksheet. You can also right-click and select Tab Color for your worksheet. This will become useful when your workbook has many worksheets and giving worksheets names and organizing them by color begins to make sense. The currently selected worksheet will have an underline under its name. For easy reference, I like to call these worksheets tabs. You can arrange these tabs by clicking and holding and dragging a tab to where you want. Let's look more closely at the worksheet. Each one of these rectangular boxes is a cell. A worksheet has many cells. Each cell is identified by a column and row reference. Together, they make up the location of a cell in the sheet. We call this a cell reference. For example, F10 is a cell reference with F being the column and 10 being the row. A block of cells is called a range and is denoted by two cell references with a colon in the middle. To move to the bottom of a worksheet, press Ctrl and down arrow. To move to the top, press Ctrl and up arrow. To move to the last column of a worksheet, press Ctrl and right arrow. And to move back, press Ctrl and left arrow. Wherever you are on a worksheet, pressing Ctrl and Home sends you back to the top left of the worksheet to cell A1. While in a worksheet, Ctrl and mouse scroll wheel up zooms into your worksheet. Ctrl and mouse scroll wheel down zooms out. With a cell selected, using the 4 arrow keys on your keyboard moves the highlighted cell in the direction of the arrows. If you type something in a cell, hitting enter confirms your entry into that cell and moves the highlight to the cell below. Now that you know about cells and how to navigate about in the worksheet, let's talk about the properties that cells can have. Every cell in the spreadsheet has a category type. This tells Microsoft Excel what sort of data is in the cell so it knows how to work with it and display it properly. This becomes powerful later as a series of numbers in a cell, for example, can be formatted and displayed in different date formats or as a series of numbers with set decimal places. To change the category type for a cell, click on a cell or click and drag over a range of cells to highlight them. With the cells highlighted, right-click, select Format Cells, and under the Number tab, you will see Category. This is where you will tell Excel what kind of data it is and how it should be presented. If that sounds like too many steps, just highlight the cell or range of cells and hit Ctrl and 1 and adjust the category. Adjusting cell categories this way can lead to all sorts of problems down the line, as you will need to be constantly monitoring if all your cells are set up properly. Instead, let me show you the automated way to creating a table so that Excel will manage the table formatting and formulas for you. First, click anywhere in your list. Hit Ctrl and T, and Excel will pick up the boundary of your data. Excel has picked up that your list already has headers and will use them. Click OK and a new table design option appears in the top menu. Head over to Table Styles and select the style you want. I'll pick a green color. Alternatively, you can go under Home. In the Styles section, click on Format as Table and choose the table style you want. Click on the upper left corner to highlight the entire worksheet and double-click in between any column to adjust the column spacing. As you can see, Excel has added drop-downs so you can do quick sorts, but more on that later, where I'll show you an even more professional way to sort the data in your new table. To add data, just start typing at the last row and Excel manages your formatting and copies your formulas down to each new row, so that no data is left out in your calculations. Here, assign a meaningful name to your table. I'll call my table Produce. With your table given a name, formulas will use the relevant table and column names. In this way, formulas will be easier to understand, especially when they get long. Now that we have Excel managing our table for us, let me show you by adding a new column to our dynamic table. As I hit enter, Excel automatically makes what I type the column name. Excel knows it's a new column and adds the existing style to it. Now watch what happens when I type my formula in the first row of data and hit enter. Excel automatically carries down the formula for every row. Looking into the formula, you can see that instead of using cell references, Excel uses the names of the relevant columns, unit price times quantity, and replicates down every row. This makes looking at your data and checking formulas that much easier. To make this table complete, head to the bottom of the table and add a total row. Under Table Style Options, checkmark Total Row and the total will show. While I'm there, I'll add the max quantity ordered and the average unit price. There you go. No more manually copying formulas down rows of data or needing to keep checking if ranges are referencing your newly added rows. Earlier on, I said there is a better way to using the sort filter that Excel has added to every column. The better way is to use slices. To add a slicer, click anywhere within your table and under Table Design, click on Insert Slicer and pick the column you want to have a slicer for. Let's pick Category. With a slicer, you filter through information more quickly than using filters. Let's add a couple more slices. Let's add Region and Product. Drag and drop where you want the slices to be and adjust their sizing. Click on the icon that looks like a funnel with an X to clear your selections. There you have it. I hope beginner Excel users and more experienced ones out there have all learned something new in this video. If there's anything you're not clear about, drop a line in the comments and I'll help you out. If you've learned something new, give me a like or a subscribe as it will help me make more videos like this. Till next time, take care.